Hey, it's Matt again, and in this segment, I'll be going over the cards and the word benefit, and I'll show you something that United Healthcare did to spite me when I called them up because they were fed up with me calling them. So let me start off by going over the cards. Okay, so first things first. If many of you are having an issue with the U cards, if you think you understand the U cards, you have no clue what's coming. So let's first back up and I'll explain the word benefit because that has to do with a very specific U card. Now, when I said the word U card, most of you have no idea what I'm talking about because you think you do, but you don't. So I'm going to tell you right now, the reps don't know what a U card is. Anything you've been told about what a U card is, forget it. Because I'm now going to completely show you how dismantled this system is, despite it seeming simple. So let me start with the phrase. What United Healthcare itself has done. They said, we've issued a U card to make things simple so you're not juggling multiple cards. We've given you this one card that is a one in all. I don't need to argue that point. They've said that. Phrasing, people. Phrasing. Generalized context, nothing defined. So let me first explain to you where U cards came from. And I did say cards as plural. So first of all, there's this company called Solutron. S-O-S-U-L-T-R-O-N, Solutron. So I can't pronounce something like that. They're the people who are the administrators for the U system. It's a U system. It's not a card. So let me explain. Solutron, all right, now I've written down stuff on these, okay? I have a bunch of them. So I'll first explain to you that Solutron has a U system. Now, most of you think that U card is an individual card. It's not. Solutron came out with 5 cards that they've all labeled as a U card. There are 5 separate U cards because U card is the name of the system Solutron came out with. It's not the name of an actual card. So when a rep asks you, did you get your U card? You have no way to answer that because the rep doesn't realize that there isn't a single card. U card's not a card. It's a system that was assigned a title to 5 different cards. I'll get to that in a minute because that's a bigger mess. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. So first of all, let me give you an example of what United Healthcare did, and then I'll get to how they did something in spite of me. So first of all, this is this isn't a Medicaid. I'm writing this down because I'm obviously not going to show you personal information, but this is a Medicare red, white, and blue card. Okay? It has its Medicare number or member ID number. That's just the red, white, and blue card that you're issued. That's one card. Now, United Healthcare gives you, I'm going to use AARP Medicare Advantage Plan. It has a member ID, and the card is white with blue lettering. There is a second card that I got in the mail that I had no idea what it was for. And when I called up, the lady couldn't give me an answer either. It's called Community Plan. Has a member ID. The card is also white with blue lettering. There's a third card from United Healthcare called Student Resources. Has a member ID. Also, white card with blue lettering. These are not U cards. These are actual United Healthcare insurance cards. 3 of them White cards, blue lettering. Keep that in mind. So right now, there's 4 cards. Now along comes Solatron. Now, I'm looking for the specific one. Okay, so Solatron introduced 5 U cards. Not 1, 5. There is the U card that has a member ID. Also a white card with blue lettering. Then there is the United Healthcare Flex Benefit U card, which is blue. Benefit. Okay, so next there is a United Healthcare Select Plus card that is also a blue card. Next, there is a United Healthcare Care Cash U card, also a blue card. Then finally, I found this out from one rep that seemed to be the only rep that knew there was an actual United Healthcare Healthy Savings U card, which is a food card. So let me backtrack and show you. Aside from the red, white, and blue Medicare card, United Healthcare itself has 3 white cards with blue lettering. Then you have the U card member ID. By the way, those all have member IDs. U card now has a member ID, also a white card with blue lettering. There are 4 white cards under United Healthcare's name, all with blue lettering. This one's called U card, member ID. There are 1, 2, 3 U cards that are blue. And then there's the Healthy Savings card. When a rep asks you, did you get a white U card? Did you get a white card with blue lettering? Which of these 4 cards are they talking about? They've only been told 1. There are actually 4 that exist. In total, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards and a supposed 1 card that does everything so you don't have to juggle multiple cards. That's a joke to have this many problems involved. Now, let me get into a further mess here because I'm going to bring up the word benefit as I promised, and that's why I needed to do it with this. So you have the United Healthcare Flex Benefit U card. This is a U card and it's blue. U card isn't just white. Again, there's 3 blue, a white one, and a food card. They're all U cards. I'm going to keep drilling that home. Now, you could say it's no all they want, but Solatron created the system. It is. So let me explain. Flex Benefit. There are 2 versions of this, depending on how it was put in their plan. Some of the reps are not even aware that this card even exists. I've had other reps say that this card's no good because they put it all on your account or something. However, the problem with this is that this card does work. This card does exist. I actually have it here. I just didn't put it in. So, but my point is that what the reps don't know, to throw a monkey wrench into this, is this blue card, this supposed flex benefit crap, is, I don't know what this is for. It says dental, vision, and hearing, but that doesn't mean anything. This card has no itemized list. So let me continue here. So what you have is this specific version of it, apparently I found out, was only given to a limited amount of people. Even though not everybody gets this U-card crap, not everybody gets that blue card on top of that. They will get stuff added to their account, but they won't get that blue card because that blue card was given to a select few. So not everybody gets a U-card or U-cards. Not everybody gets them all, and not everybody gets that specific one because that specific one in the state I'm in, only apparently from what they said was about 20 to 25 people were authorized to get that card. So now you have reps that don't even realize that was part of it. So this card is still good, but for what, I don't know. So when I called Solatron, which is one of the people I've talked to, because I said I talked to 30 people in a month. They're one of the people I talked to, and I talked to multiple people, and they're including supervisors. Nobody can tell me what is on that card. So what it is when I say flex, when I say benefit, okay, they said, well, it's $200. I said, I didn't ask what the monetary is. I want to know what the benefit is. So the benefit in this regarding comes down to a comparison I made with the with another contract commercial that's a scam, which I'll explain in a minute. But I'm going to go over that in a second video because it's too much to get into. So I want to keep that separate. But I just want to point out that this word benefit, when you say benefit, okay, the term benefit is not defined as to what the hell it's talking about. So you can classify anything as a bonus. That's what I'm going to use the word as. I'm going to use the word bonus because the wording for these cards says additional or extended or added benefits. Now that means if your plan, and again, not package, if your plan has dental in it, and let's say that doesn't mean anything, it's dental. You need an itemized list. Is it extractions, drilling, x-rays? What is it? So what happens here is your plan is supposed to have X amount of things under dental. Dental, X amount of things. Now, what happens here is when you hear this added benefit or extended benefit or additional benefits, you're talking about the phrasing benefit, meaning if I have dental and 10 things are covered under dental, this card has to get additional things outside that scope of that 10, which adds to the list of 10, which now gives me additional or extended dental. You can't say this is extended without it defining or having an actual list of what the hell you're talking about, because I can't find out what this thing does when I don't even know what's in my plan. So I don't know what this card is actually adding as far as an actual benefit. Okay, now they say, well, it adds $200. I says, I want an itemized list. What are they talking about? The financial aspect of that is not a benefit. It's a bonus. You can classify it as a benefit, but it's not an actual benefit. The benefit, when you're talking about insurance, is very explicit. It means something specific within a category. So when you say dental, if I didn't have braces in my first one, and this added this card now allows me to have braces or whatever it is, that's an added dental benefit. Just having the $200 is not an added dental benefit. It's not. You have to have the specifics in there. So since Solatron came out with this, I said, show me a website where you have an itemized to say, okay, this is the cards we released. This blue one, here's everything the blue one gives you on top of your plan. There isn't one. I can't even find out the information what's going on. And what's more so, when they tried pulling that, I says, explain to me how, if I don't know what's in my plan, how you knew enough what to add here if I'm selected in this program or this study or whatever it was to get this. If I'm one of the 20 to 25 people that have this card, you have to know what's in my plan in the first place. I don't even know what's in my plan. And I've actually had somebody say, well, we went to the website. I'm like, no, you didn't go to the web. You could go to the website, but the website, you have no idea what is in my plan. And again, I'm not using plan as package. They're going to the same, go to the website and look at the package. And then I said, no, because you're giving me this as part of my plan as an added benefit or extended or additional benefit. What is on this that wasn't in my plan? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm getting at. All right, so I just want to get that out of the way for that. So it's as you can see, it's absolutely over the top ridiculous. Now, in the next segment, I'm going to be explaining quite an interesting story for you. So it's just something to really listen to and to pick up on key detailing on. So it has to do with the other white IT. So in the conversation I had with somebody else, because when I got one of these cards, I had no idea what it was for, why it was even there. So I'll get into how they spited, how United Healthcare spited me after that. So stay tuned for the next episode.